All right, so restricted domain. So this one says find the new range when the domain is restricted to -6, -3. Remember that these parentheses mean open dot or an arrow, and the brackets, the square brackets, mean a closed dot. One means not included, and the square bracket means included. So here's our original graph. The original domain is -10 to 0, because -10 is the farthest and 0 is the farthest right. However, with the restricted domain, I'm telling you, you're only allowed to look between the x values of -6 and -3. So -6 is now the smallest x value, and it is an open dot because of the parentheses. -3 is now the largest x value you're allowed to look at, and it is a closed dot because of the square bracket. So everything outside these red bars is not allowed, right? That does not exist to us anymore. We're only allowed to look in between. Therefore, only looking between, now I do my range. Now the smallest y value is down here. It's -7. The largest y value is 1. -7 is a parentheses because it is an open dot, and 1 is a square bracket because it is a closed dot, right? So -6 and -3 is the window that I'm allowed to look through, and the smallest y value is -7, and the largest is 1. This one says find the new domain when the range is restricted. Here. Let's skip that one because I only have 5 minutes. Find the new range when the domain is restricted to -6, 6. So -6 is now, the current domain is -infinity because of the arrow to +infinity because of the arrow. But I'm telling you, you're only allowed to look between -6 and 6. We will put a closed dot because of the square bracket, and we will put an open dot on +6 because of the parentheses. So again, -6 is the smallest, 6 is the largest. This gets a closed dot. This gets an open dot because of the parentheses. So open dot and parentheses go together, closed dot and bracket go together. And again, everything outside the window no longer exists to us. So the smallest y value, because I'm finding the new range, the smallest y value is -9 with a bracket because it's a closed dot. The largest y value is a 1 with a parentheses because of the open dot. So it's -9 with a bracket because it's a closed dot, and then 1 with a parentheses because it's an open dot. This says find the new range when the domain is restricted to, this is set notation, but don't let it scare you, 1 to 9. So the current domain is -infinity to infinity, but I'm only allowed to look between 1 and 9. Both of these are open dots because neither have a line underneath the inequality, which means not included. So everything outside does not exist to us anymore. We're only allowed to look inside. So the smallest y value is -4 with an open dot, so no line. The highest y value is 6 with a closed dot. It is a closed dot, so we do have a line underneath. So -4 to 6, no line because open dot, and this one does have a line because it's a closed dot.